Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Holler with me, Meherd37. So we've been flying a couple times we flew the L1011 TriStar. Problem is, I'm having an insane amount of problems with that plane. I'm also having a few other problems I'll talk about in just a bit. But I want to try and hop around in some different planes. Then I'll see if I can't get that L1011 TriStar to work again. But I found this flight. It's not too far. It's 600 and some miles, a little bit further than the 650 when we throw in the Sit in the Star. And it's London to Oslo, and I have scenery for both of them. So I thought, let's do that flight. It's in the Kalitta Air, the old 747 we used to fly. Alright, we'll go ahead and fly it. Nah, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Didn't want to do it the Fleetway. I think I've got it loaded up. So move on over there. I've been moving like crazy because I just cannot get these flights to complete. Alright, so we'll go ahead and fly. Oh, we're going to have to pick a gate. No, it's such a huge airport. Yeah, they don't have any... well, there's some cargo. I'll pick the first one. So let's go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright, everybody, here we are at the plane. Seems like we're a little big for this area. Check out the frame rate. It's kind of jagged when we move around. It's a dense airport, so kind of expect that. Alright, now we're not going to do the full startup and everything. And I'm actually going to start up before we push back. I know technically we're not supposed to. But I'm going to go ahead and do it. Because it takes a little while to get the FMC and everything set up, so might as well just do it. And we'll turn on these lights real quick. We're beacon, the nav, wing, and logo. Those screens came on. I was kind of worried. Yesterday that did not work. Alright, let's check this out. Or EGLL. Man, this plane is loud. I turned down the pack sound because I actually tried to fly the plane yesterday. I noticed the pack was extremely loud. So you may not hear it. I turned it down pretty low. It's just way, way too loud. Alright, so we're taking off on 27 left. What the heck am I doing? I gotta put this in first. EGLL. To Oslo is ENGM. ENGM. Put that in. Now let's try 27 left. Go ahead and activate that. Alright. I already put the fuel and everything in with the load manager. Finally remember to do that. Reserves will put 10%. Cost index 75. And cruise altitude, I don't know if we can go to 3, so we'll probably have to go like 35 or something. Yeah, 35. We'll do that. Figured we probably couldn't get that high. Thrust limit. See if we can do that. You rated 15%. Takeoff, we'll use flaps 10. Get our V speeds and our center of gravity. Trim is 6. Go ahead and trim it real quick. There we go. We're probably going to lose that. Alright, 27 left. Watch it. It's probably going to take it out. Those V speeds it might. We're going to use a SID BPK 7G. Yeah, they're deleted them. Go ahead and execute that. Clear that. And arrival. We're going to be landing on 1 left. I believe that's it. 1 left. I don't know what's up with the Z. Some of them have X and Y and Z, and I never understood that. Star. Be Ripa D3L. This is a really odd start coming from where we're coming, because it takes this weird left. I'll try and show it to you. I don't understand it myself. Legs, see if we got any discontinuities or anything. Figured we would. I had to delete a couple waypoints because the sit and the star had the same points as the route that I had initially chosen. Alright, let's make sure we got the right altitudes. D306H, we need to be at 4,000 feet. Alright. D327G, we need to be at 5,000. I don't like that it says above, at or above. Because technically it's not supposed to. CHT and B at 6,000 and BPK at 6,000 as well. So that's all good. We should have checked our speeds at the landing. Oops. Alright, at the runway 220. Can't imagine it we would be landing that fast. We'll get that corrected. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. Put this in real quick as well. Approach. Yeah, 170. Go to the previous page. 170, 170. Alright, I can do that. Let's slow this one down. Make it 200 at 4,000 or above. Alright, that'll work. I want to see that. Oh no, we were just there. $176. Alright, 176. The sound of that. Alright, and we're going to 35,000, so we'll put this up to 35,000. I hate that we can't use the middle mouse wheel for this. It seems like it'd be so much quicker. Oh, and I didn't get the true heading for either runway, but that's alright. 35,000. Might actually be able... No, not for this one. Maybe the landing. 014? Alright. And we're taking off on 27, so I'll just put 270. Since I don't have the exact true heading. Alright, let's pull this up. Actually, let's go to this. We gotta change this to plan. There we go. I hate that we can't pull that up as well. Shoot. Alright, that is the full thing. It's just because of the black background. We'll do a step through this. You'll see the star, I think, is very odd. Because we're like, see how we go straight out left and then cut right back right? That's very odd. Doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. Put this back to our map. Turn on the flight director. LNAV and VNAV. Unable next altitude. Too bad. He'll do it anyway. Alright, so we are taking off on 27 left. It looks like, are we right by it? By the way, are those looks like 747s as well? How come maybe they're backed up a little bit more? It's like we're sticking way out. 27 left, is that like... It looked like we were right at it. If I move my range... No, but this range all the way down. Looks like it's in front of us. Going this way, obviously. Tell you what, I'm not going to use the pushback system on the plane. I'll just do it myself. Do Shift P. It's just quicker this way. Alright, let's test the TCAS. We'll put brakes RTO, smoking auto.
TCAS system test OK.
Alright. Uh-oh. All of a sudden it will not move. There it goes. TRA bias above. Now I'll talk a little bit while we're switching planes. First off, that TriStar, I think one of the problems we may have had at landing was I had this DLC. It's dynamic lift control. I don't know a ton about it, but from what I understand, it uses the spoilers when you're coming in and approaching. It uses the spoilers and everything to control your pitch and elevation and stuff like that. And I think that might have been one of the big problems. We got a couple of buttons we got to click up here real quick. Window heat, yaw damper, and trim air. There we go. And the APU is on for some reason. Let's turn that off. There we go. Went back a little far. What I think... see, now it did change on here, didn't it? No, but that's alright, because we got to go all the way over. All the way to this end, so that's alright. That's actually what we wanted. But that dynamic lift control, that may have very well had a problem, because if you watch the landings, the replays, can't hear the engines at all. And that guy just will not get out of the way. That dynamic lift control, if you watch the replays, you'll see that even though I'm pulling back on the stick, you'll never really see the plane flare, because you'll see that the elevators never move. Even though I'm pulling back on the stick, but as soon as the wheels hit down, then it does move. So I don't know if that had something to do with it or not, because all the time I kept saying I'm pulling back on the stick, but nothing's happening. So I was going to try a different couple ways. Is this our runway right here? You just see that. Does that say 27 left? I think it did say 27 left. Come on. Yeah, 27 left. So this is our runway right here. So we'll go all the way down. I'm going to go ahead and put the flaps out. But I had a few ideas, like instead of... we would get off the autopilot, and instead of hitting the localizer, we would have just hand flown it to the runway instead of using the localizer. That way maybe the dynamic lift control wouldn't come into effect. I don't know if it would have or not. But someone said on the forum, it's very true. If you're above the glide slope and you say hit flaps 33 or something, you're basically doomed, because it will fly you into the ground. It made no sense. I hated that thing. And anyway, so I've made 2 videos on that plane, and I probably attempted more like 12 to 15, and I just had problem after problem after problem. I thought it was all the plane. It might have had some other problems as well, because the last time I tried to make a video, I got this buzzing sound, and as soon as it was buzzed, the screen would go black. By the way, do I need to take it down, come all the way over here? I can't tell. I don't think so. I'm going to turn right here. And then the screen would go all black, and then it would... the rest of the computer would come back, but the FSX remained pitch black. And I couldn't figure out why, and then finally on the last time, I was able to see that it said that the display drivers had stopped working, had crashed, and then had recovered. And I was like, geez, now the plane's got real problems. So I tried to fly this. I took another plane out, actually, the BAE 146, one of those planes. And I was able to fly that just fine. I was like, what in the world is going on? Because I didn't have any problem with that. Let's put our lights on. All these... Oh, shoot. I was supposed to have the taxi light on. My bad. Strobe on. I got other things on my mind as well. And we need to watch out for this dude. But I flew that plane just fine, so I thought it was the TriStar was at fault. And then yesterday I tried to make a flight in one of our 747, the cargo Lux. We were going to go down to Melbourne from, it was WALL. It's in Indonesia. And I was able to fly for about 15 minutes or so, and then the same thing happened. The display drivers crashed and the screen went black on me. I was just like, well, now the problem is not the TriStar because another plane did it. So I don't know, maybe FSX is screwed up, although it flies just fine. It's when Air Hauler is running is when I'm getting crashes now. And originally I was just crashing with the TriStar as I couldn't even get the plane fully set up. That was how long it would last before it crashed. I updated my display drivers and everything, and then I got 20 to 30 minutes and before it would crash, just like happened with the 747. So I don't know. Quite annoyed. I can't believe we're not getting any better performance right now with this, considering the setup. I've changed a few things in NVIDIA Inspector as well. Shouldn't have this kind of effect. It's quite intensive airport, of course, but dang, 12 frames? Come on now. Alright. But because I'm having problems, I'm going to go ahead and save it real quick. So I'll be right back. Alright, everybody. I'm cutting this into the video. It crashed on me. We were a little over halfway there. Well, weren't quite halfway there. Weren't quite, these seem to be on. So you just gotta make sure everything that we need is on. It was about a couple 100 miles or so away from descending, and the screen went black on me. So I don't know. I was hoping it was fixed because we had gotten flown for a little while. But alas, it crashed on me. So I'm not sure exactly. I might just reinstall Air Hauler and see if that fixes it. Because it's only happening when I load through Air Hauler. Anyway, so I'm not sure exactly how much I even talked about on the last one. So we're just kind of cutting in here. Alright. To 60%. We'll accelerate. Hit toga. Taxi and take off. Alright, Earler. Just thinks I'm at the taxi position. Whatever. I really don't get why that would, why we crash when we load through Air Hauler. It doesn't make any sense at all. And it just happens all of a sudden. I'm also going to uninstall the TriStar. Not that that should do anything, but you never know. Come on.
V1. Rotate. V2.
Alright. Positive rate gear up. Now I'm going to quickly hit autopilot because... Alright, so it knows we took off. Because it's such an odd thing that we do such low flights out of London. We keep real low altitudes. Which I don't really understand why you always have to do that, but whatever. You gotta do it, you gotta do it. Some nice little fluffy clouds. There's a lot more dense clouds last time we took off. Such really beautiful clouds. Alright, just gotta watch that flap schedule. I'll go ahead and decrease to 5 because we're gonna take a look outside. And look at that. sounds click off. I mean, come on. I noticed there I hit pause and unpause it real quick, and that fixes the sound. I don't know why that happens either. Scenery looks really nice. I'm not really sure. I always thought, isn't the airport like in the northwest portion of London? I was always thinking. So I guess we would be north of London right now. It's just weird that they would want the planes flying at such low altitudes. You'd think if there's any issue with noise or whatever, you'd want them up much higher. But I don't really understand that. Maybe if you're from the area or you know something about it, I don't know why they always want you so low when you're taking off from like Heathrow and probably the other airports as well. I don't fly too much. I've flown out of Gatwick before, simming of course. I never understood why they want you so low in this area. Never got that. I'm gonna put this minimums in radio. We need to turn off our taxi light. FMC, yeah, it's just unable next altitudes. I don't know what it says that. It's very odd. Yesterday when I started up, I was using EZDok, and EZDok was zoomed out way too far. I don't know why. Now you can see EZDok is zoomed in just like it's supposed to be. But also it moves over to the left. Or moves to the right, I'm sorry. Come on, man. Shut up about the altitudes. Watch. So that's where EZDok went up, but I'm actually supposed to be over here. I have tried to fix this one. It only happens in the 747. I've tried to fix that many times, and it just keeps doing it every time, so whatever. EZDok, just very odd. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn the gear off. I don't know if we'll make it. I'm kind of doubting it. Well, we'll try. So I'll go ahead and speed it up. And I'll be back in just a bit.
Traffic. Descend. Increase descent. Maintain a vertical speed. Maintain. Clear of conflict.
Alright, but I'm coming back a little early. I don't... Why are we... We're supposed to be at 11,000, 4.5 miles, and we're still at 30,000. We already got an overspeed. I don't know why this thing is acting like this. But we need to get down much, much quicker. So let's go vertical speed. We'll have to get back on the throttle a little bit. Need to hurry up with this vertical speed. Back on the throttle. I don't know why the, man, it was supposed to be because of the altitude that we have to be going this fast to keep from stalling. Back on it again. At least we've got some room to get to 5,000. Because we're going to need it. Yeah, like I said, we already got an overspeed as well. Right when we started the descent. See, it's so weird because with the auto throttles, we were over 90% in one, and it was still, we were going too fast, like over our what we wanted. It's really, really odd. Could actually probably get rid of the speed brake. Trying to bring back the throttles, get it closer to that speed. Because we really got to get down. We're still at 26,000 feet. See what happens if we bring it all the way back to idle. Slowing down a little bit. Might just adjust our speed with our vertical speed because we still got to get down. Look, we're coming up close. I have a feeling we're going to end up going around. Let's see. Need to be at 11,000. We got 20 miles to get down to 5,000. So we need 20,000 feet and 20 miles. It's 1,000 feet a mile. Probably not going to happen. Can we go to the 3,000? I'm not sure this plane is supposed to be diving like this. At the same time, we got to get down, man. And we're going 250 knots. I don't know exactly what we can do. I think we're going to have to miss this turn and come back out a right and around like that. Yeah, 12 miles now to get to 5,000. There's no way we're going to get to that. Hey, let's bring the heading back around. We could just go ahead and cut over now. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I don't want a hand flight because we need to descend, and I'm not gonna be very good at that. Alright, so we'll head over to the right and come back around. So the next was Alpo and Graz. Let's see if we can swing around to the right like that instead of just coming straight in. I think it's, see, it says flaps up, but I don't know, man. At 250 knots? Does that say 280? Well, we've got the speed brake out. I need to get this off as standard. There we go. Over 17,000 feet now. This yoke is a little bit in the way. $16,000. I don't know why I can't pop this up like I can with the others. That, describing that screen. 5,000 at Valpo. So we need to be at 5,000 when we come back around there. Fuel override center. Not sure what that was all about, to be quite honest. Let's, what did we want that speed at anyway? 220? Alright. Let's go back around to the right. Man, oh day, we just cannot get our... This is totally wrong. I don't know why this descent was so messed up. At first we got a huge overspeed, which that's going to cost us. I don't know why it all went wrong. Because it all went wrong. So we need to be around 5,000. We should be alright. We'll probably have to level out here in just a bit. Very odd. I don't know why so many things are going wrong with... I'm having such a hard time with FSX and everything I'm trying to do. Alright, so we're below 10,000 now. And we're over 250, which we're not supposed to be as well. Landing lights are on. We can slow our descent down now. Turn that down a lot, actually. Because we need to be at 5,000. I'm actually going to hold that at 5,000. Because that's what we need to be over at Valpo, wouldn't it? Yeah, 5,000 or above, 220. That's at Valpo over here. So let's go ahead and start turning, because we don't need to go all the way out here like I was originally going to. Can't even feel like we're turning, even though we're in the, because of the clouds, even though we know we are. It's kind of an odd feeling, man. Alright. Descend a little bit quicker, make sure we've got about 2,000 more feet to go. Flaps coming out. Let's get rid of this speed brake. Arm the spoilers. I don't... See, the auto throttles doesn't actually work. Once you disconnect it, even though you can connect it back, it does not work. Go on flaps 5. I believe our reference speed is now at 164 for the landing. What if we gave LNAV, give it back to LNAV and VNAV? I don't know if that'll. I don't know if that's. It is slowing our descent. See if it works. $1,800. Valpo not too far. We need to get around 5,000. We're a little slow, but that's kind of on purpose as well. See what happens if we speed it up a little bit. I don't know why it's beeping at me. It's at 5,800 feet. Let's see if it kicks back over. Auto brakes obviously on 2. The spoilers are armed. I think we're pretty muchly set. And this thing just doesn't want to go down to 5,000 feet. How far away are we? 10 miles? Alright, so now it is descending a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and take this down to 600. Because it looks like we're back on track. Go ahead and slow it back down. Surprised nothing's crashed yet. I've saved it a couple times during the flight now. And it has not crashed. I hope it doesn't start now. And I wish I could pop the FMC up like we used to. Or maybe not in this plane, but used to, but it would help a lot. We're close to Valpo, and we're still 600 feet up. Now, it's 5,000 or above, but I'm kind of concerned about whether or not we're actually trying to get there. I'm controlling the thrust here, plane. Don't you worry about it. Alright, we're descending a lot quicker now, so that's good. I think we're right on it. You see, we're, I guess, in range. This thing is actually saying we're a little low, but that's alright. This way we're supposed to come in. Valpo around 5,000. 5,000 or above. Trying to use that so I can get my camera centered. Every time I change the view, it obviously resets itself like this. That's better. Now we're coming back on the glide slope. Like the lightning and thunderstorms. Whoa, that seemed like it was right there. Right as we turned towards it, too. That was interesting. Getting a little fast. Bring him back on the throttle. Flaps to 10. Way back on the throttle. Now the speed's coming back down. So that's flaps 10. Yeah, flaps 10. Flaps go to 20. Gear coming down. To help with our speed. Back on the throttle. Alright, right where we want to be with our speed. See, our reference, I believe, is 164. Dropping down our speed a little bit much. Bring up just a tad. Is it the localizer? I guess that we're still low. Are we low? What are we, 10 miles out, approximately? We're still low, so I don't want to hit the approach hole just yet. This is where we should have actually been putting our gear down, you know, here. We did it a little soon, like I knew that, but eh. I'm a little confused as why we're coming in so low like this. It just armed the auto. What in the world? I don't understand. Whatever. I don't know why it's having us descend so quickly. You can see the airport. We are low. Why are we diving? Unbelievable. Back on the throttle. I'm not even seeing that it's... There, it's on the glide slope. I don't even see that we're... I don't know, maybe it got messed up when we started going off our path. Alright, full flaps to 30. Bring them down the throttle. We're going way, way fast. We don't have much of an error, though. Margin for error is very small. Alright, we haven't landed this beast in a long time, so we'll see what we can do. Back on the throttle a little bit. Trying to bring it down, but not too much. Alright, now we gotta roll out and flare. I was thinking, man, like, where is that? Should have already set this, but I'm a little busy. Come on, girl. Disconnected over this hill, maybe a little later. This hill seems a little close to the... we're a little close to it. Although I guess it's not really a hill now I'm looking at it. I can't cut the auto throttle or autopilot. Off the throttles. And we're going long. Man, it just ballooned up on me. Alright, we'll cut the reverser. I was trying to make that turn right there, but we're not going to. That was not the best landing, but it was okay, it said, but honestly, I wasn't that happy with it. It's kind of... I don't know why I had to reach over there and turn that off. That was kind of ridiculous. I don't think we'll be over there. really like that off my screen when I'm trying to... There we go. Turn over here. Yeah, I had to reach over. I was trying to disconnect it, and it wouldn't, so I had to reach over, and then I didn't get my screen completely centered for me. It was kind of odd. Alright, I'm going to stop right here. Turn the flight director off. Turn that off. Taxi light on. Landing lights off. Strobe off. We're not going to turn the APU on, but normally you would do that here. Alright, taxi over to the gate, wherever that was. Yeah, I wasn't totally happy with that. I wanted to land this thing so much better. Because we have in the past. Like I was trying to get down to the ground and it ballooned onto me. I'm not sure why. But I was really trying to get down and it just didn't want to. I don't know if we were going a little quick or what. And I didn't hear any ground call-outs, so I'm not sure why that... normally, you know, it tells you. But I don't remember hearing any. Seems to be a lot more traffic than there normally is. Which is kind of cool. I like that. Just as long as they're not in our way. For some reason, it wants us to go way down and around. My question is, why the hell don't we just park over here? Who cares if we're too big for the area? We just need to park and get out. Because if you saw those taxi instructions, they are quite long. You can see where it's like, I think it's going to make us go all the way around. We've got a plane coming over here. We need to beat him. I think we're going to beat him. We usually taxi pretty quick. Taxiing at 30 knots, which is a little fast. Alright, it is turning right here. Alright, I thought it was going to go way down. I was like, oh no. Hopefully that plane stops. I mean, we did use ATC, so they should be... They know we're here, giving commands. Can't imagine you'd want that little plane over near a 747. Where is he? Now, do you see when we changed, it's got that buzzsaw sound? Let's see. Hit pause. And there it cuts off. I learned that last time. You can cut out that buzzsaw by hitting pause. Get going again. Yeah, like, it tells us to go way around. Like, awesome. I know I always bitch about the long taxis, but you gotta admit, it's pretty ridiculous. We always have to taxi some ridiculous amount. And it is really annoying when you're the one taxiing. Got a little fast and I got a little too heavy on the brakes. It doesn't seem like we're taxiing that fast in this plane, but we are. We're already at 21 knots, and to me it feels really slow. Like, because all the planes we've been flying lately have been so small. Try not to get on the brakes too much. Kind of crazy. We've seen all this lightning and everything and thunder, but I don't see any rain. Now, is this our gate over here? I need to take a look. Yes, it is. And it seems like we're sideways. What in the world? And that thing is off to the side. That taxi, virtual taxi. I need to get over here. Whoa. Sorry. Hit a button. Is that light pole not gonna hit our wing? I guess not. Well, I don't really trust it. I'm gonna go ahead and let it stop right there. It's far enough. Just put the parking brake on. The taxiway's not working. I thought they did. Alright, well, we don't have the AP run or anything because we're not going to mess with that. So we'll just go ahead and shut the engines down. I'm wondering if getting out of here and saving, like, if that helped prevent this thing from crashing. I don't know. So I haven't had any problems ever since we did the save. Turn that off. And turn all this off. We're not going to shut it down properly, like I said. There's no reason to. Come on. Whatever. I don't know why I'm doing this. I said I wasn't going to we're not doing it properly, obviously. Just kind of annoys me that everything's on even though the battery's off. Everything is off, but whatever. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's move over to Air Hauler and get paid. Oh, look, people. I like that. I like that you can see they modeled the insides. That's kind of pretty. It's pretty nice. Let's go over to Air Hauler. Get paid. All right, here we are. I'm not sure if you heard that. There's a lot of thunder when we were getting switching over here. Really cool. You can actually change the thunder sounds with Rex. There's only a couple, 2 or 3, but we did that, and I don't know, kind of like it because we don't see a whole lot of weather like that. So I enjoy it when it's around. We've had tons of storms where I live. Really like it though. All right, come on, Hauler, you're so slow. There we go. Well, we made money too. We always lost money with that 737. Couldn't land that damn thing for nothing. Let's go take it alone real quick. Cancel. You can see monthly overhead a little under 5 million. We'll probably buy more planes and stuff. 526 million cash. Yeah, 1.1 million minus the fuel, which shouldn't be too much fuel. So I'm really happy with that. See, I tried to do this wall to Melbourne yesterday for $1 million, and it crashed partway through. I've been trying to do so many. I tried to fly that TriStar from Wichita to Juneau. Then we were going to go Juneau to Honolulu, and Honolulu, or not Juneau, I'm sorry, Anchorage. Then fly back to Anchorage, and then back to Honolulu, and over to Portland. And I had so many flights, but I just could not get that daggone thing to work. It may work now, but we're going to stick with some of the 747. I think there's I think we had a, let's see, MD-11, I think it was the Martin Air. Yeah, it's up in Juneau. So, I mean, I love that part at Alaska, and we've got scenery for it. So we'll probably try and fly something out of there sometime. We've also got that Cargolux out of Melbourne, and yeah, I think that would be awesome to go to Melbourne because we've never flown in Air Hauler over in Australia. We're just because it's just so far away, we've never go over there. ZSPD, where's that? That's not Hong Kong. That's Shanghai. I can't remember. I think we got senior for that. I think we actually showed it one time, but it wasn't the greatest. But maybe I'll keep that plane there. We can fly something over there. Just kind of mixes it up too. I really like that. And we just got some time. No, 754 grand to go over there. Wow, Honolulu, daggone, that would be one hell of a flight, wouldn't it? Doesn't pay much, but eventually I want to do a flight like that, like go 4,000 or 5,000 miles. I was actually planning to do a one in the 777. I think it was New York to Dubai. I'm going to try and do that sometime. But we've got some planes in some nice areas, so I'll probably keep them there, and we'll try some flights out of there. Just to change things up, because I'm really disappointed with that TriStar. Really annoyed, because I was so excited about it, too. But that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next flight.